Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to do a galaxy star background on this picture. This is, I'll just push it up a little bit for you. This is from Worlds of Wonder and I thought I would just show you the galaxy background. I've done one already, sorry, excuse the crumpling noise. It's the piece of paper I've got in my book. I'm just flicking through to show you. This is the one that I did already in here, and I thought I would show you how to do it on this page. So this is a larger background area than the other one. Now I would start with the small area because it takes quite a lot of time to do, so it's easier if you start small. And I have got 4 pencils, that I'm going to be using. Now you don't have to use this brand of pencil, this is Polychromos, but I've got the dark indigo, so I didn't want to use a black. You can use a black, but I wanted it not to be completely black. I've got the mauve, which is the darkest purple colour that isn't a blue. I've got the red violet and a lighter pink, which is the I'm going to look it up for you. I've got my chart because it's too small. It is the middle purple pink. I do list all these in the description, so you can have a look at that if that helps you. So what I do first, I'm going to do show you with the whole thing with some to start with, and then just concentrate on a small area, or else we'll be here all day. So what I tend to do is mark out first the different areas of different colours. So I'm going to start with the middle purple pink first, and I think, or maybe I want a pink bit here. So you notice I'm just going really lightly and I'm just marking out a little area, and I'm going to do that through the picture. I'm going to do this randomly. There's no sort of order thought really. I'm just going to spread the colours out. Now you notice I'm colouring over the moon and stars. Now that is because I'm going to finish those off at the end with some Posca pen or gel pen, so it doesn't matter. And I find it's much easier to try to not have to colour around them, and it looks better if you don't. Somehow the colour flows better. It's hard to explain. I'm going to do the mauve next, and I'm just going to pick where to pop this. Now be careful with your items. You don't want to colour, because this tree is going to be green, and I don't really want mauve on it. I can rub it out. It's a very light layer of mauve, but it's better not to have to rub it out if you can help it. I'm not very good at staying in the lines, as you will know if you watch any of my other videos, but I'm just going to try and be a little careful. I'm not going to necessarily worry about going right up to the edge at this stage. I'm just sketching out my ideas. And here's the light red violet. This I find is quite similar to the other pink, so I need to make sure I can tell the difference. Now put some close together, leave some gaps for the indigo as well. So I think that's fine. And then basically the indigo fills in all the spaces. And what I'm going to do, rather than do that on all of it, I'm going to zoom in. Oh, a little too far. I always do that, I'm very slow. Zoom into a small area. We'll just concentrate on this area, and we'll just do this. So I'm slightly overlapping the colour that's there already, that's fine, and filling in the gaps. Yeah, I'll go right down. I'm just seeing what you can see, sorry. We'll just go right down here. Now this is very rough, as you can see, to start with, and I'm going to just concentrate on this little area here. Okay, it's a little bit fiddly. I could have chosen an easier area, but okay. So I've done a layer of each colour, so I know where everything is. I actually haven't got any of this light red violet at all. I'm going to put a bit here, actually, or else we haven't got any. There we go. Now what I want to do is gently layer up the colours a little bit, And so I'm starting with my this pink. I can't remember what it's called, I've just looked it up. So I'm going to call this the light pink, just for the purposes of this. So you see I've darkened it up, but I'm also overlapping it over the other colour, which is the all indigo actually around here. Do you see? And then I'm going to do this mauve area here, and I'm going to put another layer on. Now I'm still not pressing hard. I don't want to press too hard. I want to take my time with this and layer up the colours. So it's overlapping slightly. Okay, and then we've got an area here as well of this colour, which I shall do. Now I'm going to spend a little more time going up to the edge of that tree, but I want to take it lightly. Now don't worry about the star. I will go over it after, and we could probably do some indigo in here actually. And I'm going to go, and we'll still be able to see it under the pencil, it won't be that dark. So I'm just popping the indigo in. I've gone over the line, which is exactly what I didn't want to do. Anyway, so I'm going to go over this layer indigo here. And here, look, we're already overlapping the mauve, which is fine, which is what we want to do. And this bit, I'm going to overlap the pink. Now I don't want to try and have a sudden line, so I want to try and fade it a little bit as it goes into the other colour. But this bit is going to be all indigo because there's no other colour here. So but I'm trying to make sure I get to the edges of those trees without going over the lines too much. As I say, I can rub it out a little bit and to the edge of the circle, but I don't want to have too much rubbing out to do. And that overlaps here, look, and on this side overlaps as well. Okay, I think I'm just going to concentrate on this little bit because it's going to take some time. So I'm going to go back to the pink and do another layer, and basically we are layering it up until we get the look that we're after. So it takes time and patience, and it's much better to layer it up gently now for this mauve patch, rather than pushing down with some hard layers to start with, and then you get a very harsh line between each colour, and it doesn't blend together well, and it doesn't give the effect that I'm looking for. It may be okay for you. So now I'm going for the indigo again, back down into this little spot here. Now you can leave it quite pale with some paper showing, like here. That's blended nicely. You could leave it like that, but I like it a little bit darker, so I am going to be doing more layers than that. But now I've got my pencil on the side, rather than pushing down hard straight down, I've got it on the side a little bit so that I can apply a gentle layer. And I'm going fairly fast, but not massively fast for me. Sometimes I'm quicker than this. It depends on the amount of detail that I'm trying to colour around and what I'm doing. So here we go. So it's just, this is patience to do this, it takes time, and it sort of just all depends on whether you're prepared to put that time in or not. I think it's worth it, but if I had a background that was very, very big, I think I might have second thoughts about using this method. You know, it's could be quite daunting. Now I think it's better to do the whole bit layer by layer, not just concentrate on one area like I am now, but obviously that's going to take too long, which is why I'm just doing this little section. So I'm going to pick up my pink again and go back in. No, back over the line apparently. And we can see we're getting quite dark with this pink now. But I'm taking it over the line here. But keeping on going. I am just going to rub out where I've gone over the line because I might forget. This is my Tombow mono eraser, which there, it's a nice one. I'm just going to do the tree as well. I do what you're not supposed to do, which was brush the page. Now I've got to go back here and try and get right to the edge without going over the line. There we go. Okay, and back to the mauve. Now it's a bit tricky because you never quite know whether to have a sharp pencil so that you can get into these little nooks and crannies, or whether to have a blunter one so you can build up the layers gently. So it's sort of a compromise really, something in between. So it's not too blunt so you can get in here, but not so sharp that you're putting down too much colour. Okay, and now back to the indigo. I think we're getting to the stage where it's looking like we're almost there. Now what I will do with this one is I will finish this sky and I'll pop a picture at the end of the video so you can see what it looked like when it was done, and then you can decide whether you like it and whether you want to try it. I think it's always a bit hard to judge with such a with such a small area. That was a bit of pencil sharpener, must have come off the pencil. Must have been on here already. Now my final layer is not one of these colours. Is not onto. I can't speak this morning. I will show you in a minute. I think that's the best way. So I'm just going to complete this little bit here. Now, the last thing I do is find the pencil that's rolled under my book edge, is I go with my lightest one all over the whole area. And I find somehow it just brings it all together. It's like just a final touch. It just seems to, and I'm pressing hard. So I'm trying to fill in all the gaps and smush it all together. You don't really smush with polychromos, but I find it just seems to make it all feel more uniform. And yes, it changes the colour of the indigo to a slightly pinky tone, but I think that's okay. The more layers of indigo you have, the less pink it will look. And if it goes too pink, you can also always put a bit of indigo on top. So I'm not going to go up there because there's not enough layers there, I don't think, of indigo yet. But that's my final layer there. So you can see it's beginning to take shape, and you can use different colours. So obviously we've got this other colour which is coming in here and up there, you can't see, there and here. So we will have another colour as well. You could put in blues, you could put in lighter. This is quite a brash pink. You could put in lighter pinks and different colours. So that's how I slowly build up the galaxy background. I'm just going to erase this bit here. I've gone over the line. But that's me really. So I will, as I say, I'll complete this at some point and make sure that I've got a photograph of it to pop on the end of the video for you, so so you can have a look and decide if it's something that you want to try. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and happy colouring.